Heyo guys, Ink here. Welcome back to the channel for another Dislyte video. So obviously you guys would have saw yesterday we did get a trailer updating us on a lot of the new things coming to Dislyte, and one of the sections was talking about new espers, hence the reason I have it paused right at this section here. We did see that there's going to be 4 new espers, okay, and those 4 new espers are going to be available in the upcoming update. Now, one of the things that wasn't mentioned and we're going to talk about today is I really believe that one of those espers is going to be a new free-to-play character, okay. Now, let me just explain. There's a few reasons for this, okay, but before we jump in, if you haven't already, there's a lot of new viewers to the channel. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as it really does help. There was recently information given about how banners work in Dislyte. Beta players have experienced them before and they understand basically what you can expect from them. And what we were expecting to happen is on the 31st we were expecting to receive a banner that would have rate up on 3 new units, okay, so that would probably be the new legendary unit and 2 4-star characters that would be rate up, okay. Now obviously yesterday, as we saw, there was 4 units announced, and I do believe one of them is going to be a new free-to-play Ripple, okay. Now, as you guys know, welfare units are very important to all gacha titles, as not everyone is willing to spend money on the game, okay, and when it comes down to luck based events, even if you are someone who does save up your currency, you can quite often not get what you're looking for, and if you've not got an avenue to get free to play characters, it can be very disheartening, okay. So I'm going to show you the characters that are coming up, then I'm going to tell you which one I believe is free to play, and I'll tell you why I believe they're free to play, okay. Now obviously right now the only free to play characters we have, the only true free to play characters we have are Shua, and we also have Dahlia, okay. Now I know people can argue, oh, I got Changpu for free, you know, and stuff like that, but those characters are 3-star units, okay, that you can summon, and the only truly free to play units are Dahlia and also Yushuna. So one of these units I believe is going to be free to play. I'll explain my reasons behind thinking she's going to be free to play, and we can also kind of try and see what type of unit she's maybe going to be, okay. So let's just play the trailer just now, and I'll stop at the 2 potential units, but then the one I think is actually going to be the free to play Ripple, okay. So obviously you're going to have Celia. She's 100% going to be a summonable unit. This is definitely going to be a summon, okay. You've also got Nicole, who is going to be a support unit. She's also the Ripple class. I don't think she's going to be free to play. This right here, Laura, is who I think is going to be the free to play unit, okay. Now I've got a couple of reasons for thinking that. Some of them are a little more shallow than others, but I do believe that Laura is going to be the free to play unit. First of all, I feel like, just knowing how gacha players are, more people are likely to summon for Nicole. Design plays a big thing when it comes into gacha games, and there's the whole waifu aspect, and I feel like more people are likely to summon for Nicole based on her design. I've already seen a lot of people keep quote-unquote simping for her, saying that she looks fantastic, blah blah blah. Nobody knows anything about what these characters do, but there is more buzz about this character straight away. So I think that we're going to be looking at Laura being the free-to-play unit that's going to drop, okay. Now you will notice that there is 2 units, Nicole, who's a shimmer, and you're also going to have Laura, who's a shimmer. I feel like they're not going to dilute the pool with any more shimmer characters than they have to. So if these both units were summonable, I don't think both of them would be shimmer units. I think one of them might have been like a flow unit or something like that, and the other one would have been a shimmer unit. The fact that 2 of the units are shimmer units really does lead me to believe that this one, or potentially Nicole, but I do think this one is going to be the next shimmer unit that we do get, that is obtainable via a Ripple, okay. Now again, like I said, many of the reasons I've got for this are just based on things I've said in the past. People have said that in the beta it was 3 units that were available on a banner, which would make sense. They've also said they're going to add more characters going forward via the Ripple system, which again would make sense that they would do that as soon as the new bit of content drops. It makes people who maybe have already summoned for the likes, who have already obtained the likes of Yushuna and Dahlia, it makes them go back in and start grinding again, which is going to generate more ripples for everyone to get access to. So it will kind of boost the ripple economy, so to speak, of doing this. So I truly believe that Laura is going to be the next ripple that they do add, and I think it's going to drop on the 31st. Now, obviously that will mean that pretty much so far all of the Ripple characters have been support. I need to double check on my phone. I can't remember if Dali has a controller or she has a support unit, but I think she's a support unit. Pretty sure she's a support unit anyway. So that would mean that if they do this, it looks like they're going to be leaning towards possibly making Ripples for free-to-play characters be support based. I hope they don't. I don't really see a reason why they would do that, to be honest. And depending on how this unit is, I feel like she's going to offer some sort of a guard mechanic. Now, I know she's not a tank, but just looking at her with that big shield and stuff like that, I feel like she's going to offer things like defense up, maybe, possibly, invincibility, just things that are going to keep your characters alive. Maybe even she'll offer a revive, who knows. But I do feel like we're looking at Laura being the next free-to-play unit in Dislyte. Again, there's a touch of speculation here on my part, but if I had to put money on it, I would put money on this actually being the case. Like I say, sometimes all you've got to do is look at things that have been said previously and match it up to the information that we have, and you can kind of draw your own conclusion. But for me, I do honestly feel like Laura is probably going to be the one that is the free-to-play unit. I wanted to make this video mainly because I wanted to talk about the theory I've got. I want to also know if you guys feel like it's sound, if you agree with what I'm saying. Would you be happy with that? Would you be happy? I mean, I know a lot of people yesterday were a little bit disappointed that they were possibly going to dilute the shimmer pool even more, because not everyone, but a lot of people want to pull White Tiger Lady. I'm going to forever forward, I'm going to call her either Tiger Mama or White Tiger Lady. I don't care, that's what she's getting called. And if they were to add 2 new 4-star shimmers to that pool, the character would become a lot more difficult to summon. And honestly, I feel like this game does actually have its finger on the pulse enough to know that, and I don't think they would do it. I honestly do not think they would do it. I know that probably sounds a little bit unbelievable to some people, but I feel like the developers want to, I mean, obviously all developers want games to succeed, but I feel like the developers of this game want it to succeed early, and they're not going to wait a long time to implement things people are thinking, and they know how in demand the characters like White Tiger are, and they're not going to make it harder for people to get her. It's already hard enough, you know. So I don't honestly feel like they would add 2 shimmer characters to the general pool. And just like I say, based on the fact that it's been said already, they're going to add more shimmers, based on the fact that featured banners generally have 3 units, I don't think they would add 4. That adds weight to what I'm saying, and I truly believe come the 31st I'll have a, I don't want to say I'll have an I told you so moment, but I do honestly feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like on the 31st we are going to get a new shimmer. Now, like I say, there is a small chance it could be Nicole, but I just think with the fact that her design is more likely to make people pull, I feel like Laura is going to be the free-to-play unit that they're going to slot in via a new shimmer, new ripple. Let me know what you think, guys. Okay, now obviously I am a little bit of projecting here, I am theorising a little bit, but I do honestly think that I'm going to be right on this one. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree. But other than that, that's it for this one. I'm going to be putting up a showcase video later of the twins. It was quite fun actually, and really enjoyed building them up simply to make a showcase video with them. So make sure you check that out later on. I'm Hazink, remember, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next Dislyte video. Peace out, dudes. See ya.